Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Rikaru Watches Anime with me, the Animaster Rikaru, and as always, our co-host Rusty. Hey Rusty.
Hello.
And it's not technically Halloween anymore, but we're still going to be doing our last part of our month of spooky thing that we did, where we did all monster-based anime. We've done Blue Exorcist, Monster Musume, Soul Eater. Now we're doing Bleach, episode 1.
Yay.
I mean, come on, everyone knows Bleach, right?
Yeah.
Bleach is fun, and
And it's something you should drink. Oh, just kidding. Please don't.
yeah, don't do that. I did it, and I barely survived.
Wah, wah, wah.
Yeah, it would have been better for the world as a whole if I hadn't. I wasn't a very smart child.
The closest I've done to that was touching a hot iron, but, that's
You
not
ever put your
deadly.
hand in a fire?
Actually, yes.
Been there, done that.
Have you ever put your hand in, like a lawnmower's muffler after it's been used?
I've burned my leg on a motorcycle exhaust pipe.
Close enough.
Yeah, that's not the mistake you make twice, by the way. When you guys out there learn how to ride a motorcycle, you burn yourself on your exhaust pipe once, and then you never ever do it again.
It's exhausting.
I wouldn't say that, it just burns.
That was a pun.
I get it, but every time you try and do one of your awful puns, I do my best to shoot it down before the viewers notice that you said something.
Guys, I said it was exhausting.
Get it? 'Cause it's an exhaust. La 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 la. Rusty's gonna go shoot himself after this episode.
I was planning on that before the pun.
That's fair. Make sure you turn on vid for it so I can upload the video.
Damn, that's dark.
Yeah, if you guys see that video linked in your sub box, click on it, like, and comment. Comment on how he's a casual for not using a hollow point round.
I might. If I could find one.
You'd probably use a solid. No, you'd probably go with a blank and then wonder why it didn't work.
That would be a hilarious video.
That would be a pretty funny video, actually.
Really dark, but funny.
And then we'd lose all supporters because they'd be like, "You complete assholes, how dare you make a suicide joke?" And my response would be, "Hey, I had clinical depression, so you can shut up about your suicide jokes. I make jokes about things that scare me."
Wah, wah, wah. Now
Yeah.
let's watch an anime about death.
Yeah. Let's watch an anime about people getting killed and turning into death gods. Spoilers, by the way.
They don't always turn into death gods.
No, if you get killed by a death god, you usually just die.
Well, your soul gets purified, then sent through a
They
process.
tell you your soul gets purified, but as I recall, Zangetsu doesn't do much purifying, it just does a lot of bisecting.
That's because... Wait, have you seen all of Bleach?
Pretty much all of Bleach, yeah.
I can't say it because it would spoil it. But, Zangetsu does not purify in the same way. Let's go with
Okay.
that.
I'm just saying, the purification thing sounds like propaganda to me. I think you don't actually get purified at all, you just get chopped in half. Or
Are you
in the
telling me
case-
that Jin Ichimaru's little Tanto can chop someone in half?
Probably. It's a Zanpakuto.
And also, yeah, it can lengthen itself for miles. So
Yeah. It's the stabbing Zanpakuto. It stabs things real good.
it moves, it disintegrates itself, and then reforms back inside of its target. So
So, you're dead.
and also injects a poison in you that does the same to your body without reforming you.
Yeah. Better or worse than, what's his name? Is it Byakuya, whose sword turns into flower petals that are
Yeah.
actually tiny knives?
Very, very many tiny knives. Like a couple
Yeah.
thousand tiny knives.
Death of 1,000 cuts. Okay, let's do
Scatter
this.
Senbone Sakura.
Yes. That is what it is called. Fun fact, did you know that most people stop watching Bleach around when Ichigo gets to the Soul Society for the first time?
I can understand why. I didn't, but I can understand why.
Yeah, because when I talk to people about it, they're like, yeah, once he got to the Soul Society, it stopped being a serious show about serious things and it turned into a tournament fighter.
Which I was completely fine with.
I mean, I apparently aren't, I'm not apparently elitist enough for these people because I was like, yeah, I know, wasn't it sweet? We got to watch Ichigo fight people. And they were like, no, it was supposed to be a serious relationship drama with some action. And I'm like, or it could be a show with a lot of action and also a relationship drama.
Yeah, that was like, I'm pretty sure the main point of Bleach is action, then relationship.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure near the end, not gonna spoil when, it kind of got even less relationship than it did then.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, it became even more tournament fighter with the Espada.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Then it was just like, literally like, you're playing the tower in Mortal Kombat, or rather, you're watching Ichigo play the tower. Because, like,
And, like,
they were all ranked, so he started at the lowest rank and worked up.
and like, true, the main point was to save the damsel in distress, but really, she wasn't in that much distress.
And that really wasn't what Ichigo was focusing on. He was focusing on being the strongest.
He says he was focusing on being the strongest to protect people. Duh.
I'm sure Ichigo and Zangetsu agree that that's not what they're about.
Actually, Zangetsu's main goal is to protect Ichigo.
Have you seen Zangetsu? That guy gets babes.
Which
I'm
one,
pretty sure he
Tensa
doesn't care.
Zangetsu or Zangetsu?
Regular Zangetsu.
I would
Shady
think Tensa
dude,
would.
dark glasses, sweet billowy cloak.
I think Tensa Zangetsu would get more. He's like the emo teenager.
Yeah, but he's not that emo. He's not emo enough to attract the emos.
He has the instincts of a hollow.
So,
Hollows
know how
eat
many-
people. They.
that's not emo enough. Emo, you have to be doing self-harm. That's not self-harm.
Well, he's harming himself by like fighting himself. He literally almost kills himself.
Does he bite his arms off?
No, he stabs himself through the gut with a sword.
First of all, spoiler. Second of all, I know. I'm just saying.
That's not spoiling.
That's casual tier.
That is not spoiling. That could have happened at any point in the series.
What, Zangetsu cuts his own arms off?
I never
mean,
said he cut his arms off.
Oh, right, no, sorry, he gets stabbed in the guts.
Yeah, that happens like 3 times in the series.
Ichigo gets stabbed a lot, I can tell you that much.
Oh yeah, he definitely does.
Because, he's the
Usually
main
by
character.
himself in the end too.
Yep. Anyway, let's stop spoiling literally the entire plot of Bleach.
This is like the plot, but it's not the important part.
Starting episode in 3, 2, 1, go.
Go.
I really like this opening.
Oh yeah, it's my favorite opening.
Yeah.
Of Bleach, at least.
Yep.
It is, oh, what's its name? It's like Orange by Asterisk?
Yeah, that sounds right. Can't quite remember.
Is it bad that I know that? And
Dude, do you want me to start naming all the fairy tale openings in numerical order?
no, please don't. What timestamp are you at? Just to make sure I'm good, because I think I'm a little off.
27.
Okay, yeah, I'm good.
Yep. Everything's fine. We actually got it to work this time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like a few seconds behind, but like that was just because it froze for a sec.
Eh.
At the end of this, he says something that I always mishear.
Doesn't this one end with, time, notice that, you should notice that?
Yeah, but it sounds like I'm gonna shoot my own knee.
I think you need to get your hearing checked.
No, because he says it in Japanese.
No, the last lines of this are in straight up English.
Not. Let me listen quick. I've heard this so many times, but like.
Like, Are you thinking right there when he says shooting stars through the sky?
Yes. I'm gonna shoot my own knee. There. Timed it. It sounds like it.
That's just because you don't speak Japanese.
True, but I'm just saying it sounds like that. At about
And
like 132 timestamp wise was
Guess
when I
I'm
said it.
thinking of the second opening then, but you know the one I'm talking about, right? Where it ends with like hard metal.
Oh yeah.
Time, notice that. You should notice that. Yeah.
By the way, Bleach has some really good music, but it's so repetitive.
Yeah, it is really repetitive, like a lot.
Like that one that's like you're a superstar.
Yes.
You're on. Yeah, that one occurs so often.
This music that you're hearing right now also occurs a lot.
Especially early on in the series.
Yes, because this is like the Bleach combat theme, like versus Hollow combat theme. Yeah.
Like it slows down later on, but it still happens at times.
Yeah.
But this is a rememberable scene.
You mean memorable?
Rememberable.
You're adding an unnecessary prefix to that word.
Just, it's rememberable. That is so hard to say. It's memorable. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
They're kind of dicks. You know, these guys
Yeah.
are major dicks.
It's just like, yeah, knock over some dead girl's flowers while you're skateboarding and don't pick them up.
And she probably died recently. Like, very recently.
Very recently. Like he said, the other day.
Oh my god. That recently? I
Yeah.
thought it was going to be like maybe a week before or something, but no, he said the other day. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. It's a good threat. Lol.
I wish I could see spirits.
I wish I had a Zanpakuto toe. Like, regular swords are boring. Why can't my sword turn into a snake? The size of a school bus.
Okay, Renji. Calm down.
I mean, hey, it's a cool Bankai.
Yeah. His Shikai, though, is pretty weak.
Yeah, it's lame.
Because, spoilers, it can extend 3 times, and then he has to pull it all the way back.
Yup. And it's like a long blade whip. It's like meh.
Which is
whatever.
cool in theory, but like that's in a real fight, I wouldn't recommend trying to use a
Yeah.
blade whip.
Dude, any kind of whip or chain-based weapons
Deadass.
like Kusari's, yeah, nice booty shot right there. Any chain-based weapons like whips, Kusari's, chain sickles, nunchucks, nunchaku, are actually really, really hard to use, and you're better off just using a sword.
Especially because he was trained in a katana, presumably first, because that's his...
Because that's what Zanpakuto are in their base form.
Yeah, so he was trained to use regular sword, and then all of a sudden, chain whip.
It's a chain whip now. I mean, though, if you think about it, Zangetsu's Shikai is kind of lame too. It just turns into a big sword that has no crossguard.
Yeah, but it's like has a very strong attack that splits a giant cliff.
Well, that's just because Ichigo resonates with it because he has a lot of spiritual energy.
Well, that wasn't his original Shikai.
Yeah, that's fair.
It wasn't supposed to be that. He was supposed to dual wield.
Yeah. Yeah.
If
But
you
instead
remember.
it just became a big... It's not really an odachi because it's not a katana, but
It's a
just
cleaver. I would call it a cleaver.
It's a butcher's cleaver, is what it is.
I always liked
Ice Queen.
how Bleach had those like background changes and stuff like that. And
Yep.
sound effects.
I just like these fights. Ichigo has to fist fight his dad.
His dad's face.
Yep.
Spoiler alert, his dad is very powerful. And
Cough.
I didn't say how he's very powerful, I just said he's powerful. He could be powerful in the heart, dude.
Yeah.
Powerful in the heart.
You remember when his dad allows himself to smoke?
Yep.
That's like actual character development. When does that ever happen? I love how he has that picture there.
Just imagine waking up every morning, coming downstairs, and then just seeing that.
Just like a huge print of your mom who's dead. And you're like, I hate all of you.
And it says her name forever
Yeah.
on it.
It's like, dude, you've got issues.
It's like, I was there for her death. What are you doing?
Jerk bag.
Ooh, the piece of toast.
The legendary toast in the mouth.
Does he go to school? Yes.
Yeah.
That toast actually looked pretty real.
Like, that is my favorite stereotype in high school anime, is late for the first day, so they sprint out of their house with toast in their mouth.
You know what? I have to go to school one day with toast in my mouth.
And me and a couple other people will die laughing, and everyone else will be like, what the fuck?
Especially considering I come to school in a car. So, like, I will have that toast in my mouth all the way there through the ride.
You'll be driving with toast in your mouth.
I'll like stop at the stoplight, and there will be an officer to my right, and I'll just stare him down with toast in my mouth.
I mean, it's better than this one guy I saw driving on the highway who was like, he was shaving with cream and a razor, just like driving down the highway, and then he sets down the razor and like wipes his face off with a towel, and then picks up a bowl of cereal with a spoon and a straw in it. And like
Oh my God.
he's just holding the car straight with his knees, and he just starts eating cereal, and then he just like drinks all the milk, and then
That
he
guy
actually
is
sets
a-
the bowl down and starts driving, and I'm like, oh,
He is a baller.
that was pretty baller. Also, that was pretty baller. So he just cut that monster in frickin' half.
Which we think is cool at the moment, and then we watched later on to the series and we learned that was just cannon
was-
fodder.
Dude, that thing was like a kindergartner. I could have probably killed it.
Like, Orihime's first kill is stronger than that.
Which is saying something. God,
How
that
often
girl.
does Orihime kill something? Very
Very rarely. Because all she has are fairies.
Except the
And-
fairies that can reject reality.
Yeah, and they're not like fairy tale fairies. They're fairies. They're Tinkerbell fairies.
What's the name of Orihime's friend that is a boxer or fighter or whatever, karate champion, whatever. It's like
you're not talking about Chad, you're talking about the other guy.
the girl.
Yeah,
It starts with a T.
yes, because she is a,
Sumaki? No.
is it,
Sumaki.
I want to say like Tsubaki.
Ooh, that sounds, yeah.
I think it might be Tsubaki.
We'll go with that's right for now. I remember
Yeah.
she has like a black hair and it's like in a pixie cut, I think.
Yes, yeah.
I don't know girls' hairstyles.
Dude, go to the barber and just get a number 3 all around.
Actually,
That's how I do it.
I usually do like a number 3 or a number 4 all around you.
Just go for short.
Go in there and be like, can I have a pixie cut, please?
Don't. Well, I mean, they're gonna look at me funny if I go to an anime convention as the cosplay I want to do, where I cosplay as Loxus Strayar, and just like, I need you to make my hair look like this, and they're like,
Go as Kakashi, but have it be your real hair. So, like,
I would need to grow out my hair so long for that.
yeah. You would probably have to have very, like, I would say mid-back length hair.
Yeah. And
Or-
you'd have to use like a freaking whole bottle of gel.
Or at least under the shoulder blades, if not a little bit farther.
Yeah, to get it to like actually spike up like that. And that would be spiking the hair that's growing from the back all the way up.
And it goes up in tiers, so they would have to tier it.
Yup.
Because, like, and it hangs a little bit, too.
Uh-huh.
That'd be a
But, like,
lot of hair
my
gel.
bangs in the front would have to be longer, as well as I'd have to grow out it ridiculously in the back. It'd be so weird. Loxus isn't so bad because his hair is actually fairly straight. They just need to dye it and gel it up.
And especially with Kakashi's hair, you know how like weird it would look before it's even done? Like if you
Yeah.
grew it to that length and didn't have it done yet, you would just have very long, shaggy hair.
Yeah, you'd look so dumb.
And it would like, and I'm pretty sure the sides would have to also be very long too.
Yeah.
Because everything is going up.
Yep.
Does he? He doesn't have sideburns, so you'd have to shave your sideburns.
Yeah.
So,
Maybe I should just go as Guildarts and I don't have to shave my beard.
yeah.
Yeah,
Or
let's
you
go as
could-
Guildarts.
Or you could go as a bearded Loxus.
Yeah.
Do you know how painful that'd be if they didn't stop it in time and the sword just went forward and just straight through your head?
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure that sword could cut a soul. It does that already.
Yes. I mean, if it can slice hollows, it could definitely hit regular souls.
So that would just be like, bam, straight to the forehead.
Yep.
And with the strength of a Shinigami, oh god.
It would leave a mark. It would be like that scene in Texas Chainsaw Massacre where his first kill is, what's his name, just like opens a screen door and he just hits him on the head with a hammer. And
Yeah,
just like thunk, drops him.
just like Jesus to a cross. Nailed it. That
I've
was
used that
both.
line so much and it's still not funny.
It is hilarious.
No, it's not. Also, this is about how good my drawing skills are.
I think mine are worse.
Yeah. Mine are not great.
I can't draw so many hearts that look like exactly the same.
That's fair.
That I can do,
Also,
though.
this is what I would absolutely do.
Baron.
Yeah.
And then this music starts. It's not like we'll ever hear it again, right?
Oh, God. This one you hear all the damn time.
Every explanation or backstory,
Yep.
which is about as bad as Naruto's backstory.
Yeah. Speaking of Naruto, I was having an argument with a Twitch streamer, and I want to see if you agree with me. Okay. He said that you can't complain about Naruto's filler because you can look up episode lists on the internet that tell you which episodes to skip.
You shouldn't have to.
Thank you. You shouldn't have to be, like, specifically looking up a thing that tells you what episodes of Naruto are actually relevant.
You
They
can't be
shouldn't-
like, okay, I'm gonna watch, especially if it's someone that just started it. If
Yeah.
you watch like the first 10 episodes, or like more than that, and it's
You
like,
got...
I'm gonna go
prob-
online and search which ones to skip.
Yeah.
No one's gonna do that. You shouldn't have to do that. You should one or two filler between arcs or something like that.
Yeah. Like, that's cool. Like, the other argument we got into was, he was like, okay, well, what's your favorite anime? And I was like, Fairy Tail. And he's like, well, Fairy Tail is like 50% filler.
No, it's not.
And I was
it's
like-
what I explained. It's filler between
one or two
arcs.
filler episodes between major arcs.
Yes.
And it's like, I don't know what school you went to or if you've ever seen Fairy Tail, but 50% is actually a very different number.
The only reason I could see you'd be 50% if you watched like the shortest major arcs possible and all the filler.
Yeah, like, he skipped every arc that was longer than 5 episodes, which is almost all of them. And then just watched all the filler, like, straight.
Yeah.
He looked up what episodes in Fairy Tail are the filler, and he watched all the filler.
He
watched
did
all
what
the
he was.
filler.
He did the opposite of what he does for Naruto.
Yeah. Well, like, that was the argument, and I was like, no, I shouldn't have to find a list that tells me what episodes of Naruto I can watch. Because, like, if you didn't know that and you've watched all of Naruto, then you find one of these lists and you're like, wait, half the stuff I just watched actually isn't relevant, nor does it mean anything, so I just wasted my time.
Do you know how powerful Naruto would be if he had all the power-ups he gets in filler? He
God.
would be so godlike.
Yeah, and that's the other part of it that doesn't make any sense.
It's like, I gained control of the QB, which is a spoiler, but whatever, the anime's over.
Yeah.
So, like, if he had that for everything after that, like every filler after that, which luckily there's not a lot of filler during the Fourth Shinobi War.
Yeah. Which
It's
is
actually pretty much just series.
Yeah.
There's no Curry of Life.
Oh my god.
By the way, I wanted that to be an arc.
Like, Naruto had so many whole arcs that were filler.
The most memorable of which is Curry of Life.
Yes.
BC
Also, memorable.
Rememberable.
This is why you're not going to go to anything but a community college, isn't it?
Pretty much. Which is... The thing is, I don't want to say that. It just is what happening. I can't speak now. I had like I bit my tongue during that sentence.
You're exactly like this one guy in this English course I'm taking who uses the word like the way everyone our generation uses the word. He's like, I just did it. He's like, it's like a war, it's like a thing. And our English teacher hates it so much.
One of the many Ryans, there's so many Ryans.
There's
so
like
many
a
Ryans.
million of them at our school.
I can name 7. There go Ryan, there's Ryan. Ooh, I can't forget Ryan. That's a horrible joke.
And also Ryan.
Yes, of course, Ryan. But there's like 4 in our speech
In
class.
our immediate circle of friends.
Oh yeah, in our immediate circle of friends, we have 4.
There's 4 Ryans.
But then in our speech class, we have 3, I think.
Yep.
And one of them, the one that sits on the far right side of the room,
Okay.
the opposite side from you,
Yes.
he says that in speech class. He says like this,
Yeah.
like that.
The class that's supposed to be teaching you how to be an effective, eloquent speaker, and he still talks like that.
And he says it to our teacher. And I notice she doesn't even like comment on that when I expect her every time to comment.
Yeah.
Jesus, that would hurt so bad to have your tooth cut out with a katana. But
I think it would hurt pretty bad to be bitten all along your torso by a giant monster, but that's just me.
yeah, but think of the toothache he's gonna have. Jesus.
Oh, poor Muffin.
She lives, he doesn't.
That's fair. Also, spoilers.
Okay, did you really expect the series to end with the Hollow killing both of them?
Hey, for all they knew, Bleach was all about that Hollow.
It would actually be hilarious.
The whole series is about the adventure of that one Hollow becoming more powerful than what's the Hollow that saves Aizen later, the big one. I forget what it's called. It's like
It starts
Musa
with a
Grande.
Y. Oh wait, no. You're talking about Whis?
I thought it saved Captain Aizen, the one that beams him up like Star Trek.
Oh, that one.
At the end of the Soul Society arc, it's like Grande
I thought you meant
something.
near the end of Aizen's reign.
No. Like, this is pretty early in Bleach.
Which one did that? Because I only remember the beams of light. I don't remember which one did it. Was that Stark?
No. The Hollow had a weird name. I can't remember.
What did, Dean, was it an Espada?
No.
Okay.
It was a full Hollow.
Then I have no idea its name.
It was like Musa Grande or something. It had a very Spanish-sounding name. Also, this is where you get the drama part of this. Like, this is a pretty intense scene. Stab.
But then this is where you get the action part of it.
Yeah. And now you get to see him go Super Saiyan.
And now we get to hear this song.
Yup.
This
Don't
song.
forget this song either.
There's like, I'm pretty sure 5 songs in the total of Bleach.
Yeah, and they just loop all of them.
And we heard like 4 of them this episode.
Yeah.
The one I remember best is when Toshiro goes Bankai
Yup.
and versus that Hollow on like a roof or something.
Mhm.
I think it was a filler episode or something like that.
Yeah.
It wasn't important, I remember that much. But that song played the You're Gonna Be a Superstar or whatever.
Yup.
on the cover of a magazine.
Nice.
This song. This is the song.
Yes. Oh, right. This. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You did it. Do 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 do.
See, this
do,
is
do,
why I
do.
think it's more of an action anime than it is a
Yeah. Like it.
occupation, high school student, and Soul Reaper.
Shinigami. And credits.
I've only seen this end credits like twice because I actually find it pretty boring.
Yeah, like fun thing that I like to rant about. On the website Crunchyroll, which you should use to watch your anime and manga when you can, because they directly support the anime industry, and trust me, the anime industry needs your support. They don't count an episode as fully watched unless you watch it like beginning to end through opening and end credits. I never do that. When it's like a show that I watch all the time, like Fairy Tail, I just cut away from the end credits because I know there's nothing after it. It's just like coming up next.
Yeah.
And I don't need to watch that. But then my profile says I've never watched an entire anime series to completion because I didn't watch them cover to cover.
That is so annoying.
And I'm like, I've seen like 30.
Oh, this is the first showing of Cone. Oh.
Yeah. But no,
Slightly salty. Help fart.
I'm salty because I don't get my Crunchyroll achievements.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I need my achievements.
Yeah, but like when I watch an anime, I usually don't watch all the way to the end of an outro. Like I'll watch it the first time, possibly.
Yeah.
But not many times after that because I'm usually clicking to go to the next episode. So,
Yeah.
or I'm clicking to go listen to music or something different, and I'm not watching it. And
Yeah.
I'll just pause and turn it off.
Exactly. But anyway, no, like that's why I will absolutely agree that Bleach is more of an action-oriented anime because it does what Fairy Tail does, but in my opinion, not as good as Fairy Tail, where it has the humor and it has the lightheartedness and it has the action. Like they're all about the action, but then it gets serious when it needs to. Bleach's subject matter is already pretty serious. I mean, they're soul reapers, they're grim reapers, and they're harvesting evil souls to protect innocent people. That's already pretty dark, so when they get dark, it just gets really dark.
Yeah.
Like with, what's his ass, the dude who came out of what looked like a pumpkin? Like, he had 99 eyes, and he could control people's body parts by using one of his eyes. I can't remember his name.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
That guy.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, that was pretty dark when he would, like, if he hit you in the head with his mind control thing, he would actually control your whole body. And so he had, like, the one guy cut his own, like, hamstring himself and cut both his wrists. And then, like, released him and just left him there, like, completely unable to move and bleeding out. It's like, that's pretty dark.
Yep.
But no, Bleach is a fun show, and if you're not into some violent, gory action, Bleach is going to lose your interest really quickly.
Yeah, if you're not into violent and gory action, go watch, like, Plastic
Memories?
Yeah, Plastic Memories.
Plastic Memories, if you want, like, a slice of life or, like, a dramedy, or a dramedy, wow.
This
Now
is
I'm
going to be
the one who
the episode of bad pronunciation.
Now I can't speak English, apparently. If you want a drama or a comedy or something like that, go watch Plastic Memories, or go watch, like, what are good dramas that I watch?
Conad?
Clannad, yeah, is good.
Oh, I was thinking... I'm sorry, I said Conad, I meant Clannad, but I was also thinking of Detective Conan. That's
right,
what
Detective
happened
Conan
there.
is good. Lupin
But
the
it's
Third.
very bloody.
Yeah.
Because
There's a lot of
there's
that.
murder every episode.
Lupin the Third, if you're into, like, mystery, is pretty good.
Mystery and thievery.
Yes.
And
And,
a
like-
lot of comedy. That is very comedic-centric.
Yes, Lupin the Third is really funny.
The decoys.
They're really good. But,
Wow.
like, you'll notice I'm drawing a blank because I actually just watch a lot of action. And shonen.
As you can probably tell from, like, our
all of
18
the stuff we've done.
episodes.
Yeah. Like, we did Plastic Memories, and, like, what else have we done that qualifies as a non-action based or shonen show?
One Piece. Wait, no.
Um,
Just like
Fairy
start
Tail,
naming.
wait, no, crap. Blue Exorcist, wait, shit.
Akame got killed? No, wait.
Wait,
The
no.
first episode had like both of his friends killed.
Yep. Like, we don't actually really have anything.
I guess. Actually, I don't know any.
Yeah, like really, I don't actually
Hellsing.
watch.
Wait a second.
Hellsing is the cleanest slice of life, like, drama ever.
It is up there with Clannad. I gotta say.
Yes, absolutely. Like, you could say Nichijou, but you can't really say Nichijou.
Have you watched Nichijou? Wait, did we
Nichijou
post that
literally
episode?
means everyday life.
We didn't post that episode. Did we?
No, we didn't. But, like, you guys know what Nichijou is.
Yeah, we
People have
watched
heard
that.
of Nichijou, and
We
we've
watched
watched Nichijou.
We just didn't post it because of our friend.
That was part of the series of episodes that the co-host, the third one,
The
ruined.
2 episodes. Testament of a Sister New Devil and Nichijou.
We'll rewatch that someday, because I've noticed when looking at Crunchyroll, it's apparently, like, really popular now.
Yeah, it's
which-
being like the episodes that are being like recommended to me. 3 of them are Testament of a Sister New Devil.
Yeah, I'm getting that here too, and like, it kind of surprises me because High School DxD actually wasn't very popular.
That might be because I'm pretty sure High School DxD has a lot more nudity to it than Sister.
Yeah, but I
Testament of a
mean,
New Devil.
like, Testament of Sister New Devil
Oh my god, I can't say that because I keep forgetting the words.
is High School DxD. It
But-
is High School DxD without as much nudity.
And that's why it might be more popular because
It,
how
it
many
has,
people are going to go around watching nudity that
like, that's fair, but I would argue that High School DxD, I mean, I haven't seen Testament of Sister New Devil, so I can't actually speak for it, but I really liked High School DxD's story and
I
arcs
really
and
like
character
its
development
plot and its plot.
and all of the plot. But, like, no, like, if you actually talk to people who watch a lot of anime, they will agree that High School DxD, despite having gratuitous amounts of fan service and being basically like a teaser, it was basically a strip. The whole thing was basically a massive strip tease.
Yeah.
And like a just do it, screaming at your screen the whole time. It was
Yeah.
actually really well developed, and all the characters arc really well, and it's actually good.
Yeah, but how many people like watched past episode 1 where there's a lot of nudity?
Well, there's
And I'm
not
not-
a ton
I'm
of nudity
saying
in
there's a-
episode one.
Episode 1 you see her tits like twice.
I mean, yeah, but he also gets impaled by a mostly naked archangel or fallen angel.
You're not helping the case of nudity.
That's fair.
Um so
I never said impaled by
and
what.
also the first line is like
I want to be the harem king.
it's something
no-
about I want to touch boobs. The first line
Yeah.
has boobs in it.
Yeah,
And
and
then
it's
the
followed
next
by
few
I will be the
lines-
harem king.
The next few lines are about the women at his high school
Yep.
with his 2 perverted friends talking about their sizes and their
Yeah.
numbers.
We comment on this on episode 1, but later when they're like watching porn together, like the 3 dudes, that's like the most awkward thing I can imagine doing with my
Oh yeah,
friends.
I would not come over to your house along with Spider and just watch porn.
Just be like, dudes, I found this sick hentai DVD. Let's watch it together.
And I especially wouldn't be sitting very close to the screen with both of you in a dark room.
Yeah, it's like
all
that-
3 are very crowded together.
That's
around
coming
a
off as
small
very
screen.
homoerotic. Which, I mean, whatever floats your boat, viewers personally, but I'm straight.
Whatever floats Issei's boat.
Whatever floats Issei's boat, which is apparently, oh wait, Akeno, Rias Grammary, Zenobia.
His bald best friend.
Oh god, with the scouter glasses that can determine bust size and waist size, just at a
Yes.
glance.
What even happened to his 2 friends? Like, I know they were seen like 2 episodes later, but after that they're kind of gone.
Well, it's like the creators of the show are smart and realize that we're actually very rapidly becoming less interested in Issei's high school life and more interested in him interacting with all the sweet demon girls.
I will have you know, I wanted to get to know his two best friends.
Yeah, I'm sure they had very complex characters all sketched out for those two.
It would actually be hilarious if we went over to the studios one day and they're just like, yeah, we had them all planned out, but people apparently
really
just wanted
arc.
to see boobs.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
I don't understand. Trust me, I think the people who make High School DxD understand how fan service works.
We read the manga, and it's just about his friends.
Yet,
That
like, Rias
is,
Gremory doesn't even show up in the manga.
like,
The whole plot doesn't even happen. It's actually just about Issei being in high school and trying to get a girlfriend.
it is actually a slice of life.
Yeah,
That
it's a
is,
slice of life. Nothing weird happens.
like, the girl turned out not to be a fallen angel and just started dating him. And
Yeah.
that was it.
Yep. And, like, they do awkward stuff like hold hands. Ooh.
And, like,
Holding
maybe
hands.
hug. But that's kind of, like, very risque. So...
Speaking of holding hands, that was one of the lines that absolutely cracked me up in Dragon Ball Battle of Gods, the movie. When what's her ass and the Emperor, who all got turned into little kids by Shenron,
Yep.
are stealing the Dragon Balls, and Trunks just shows up and is like, "Hey, check out these weirdos trying to steal the Dragon Balls." And then later, he tells Goten that black-haired girl was his girlfriend, just to look cool. And then he tells Bulma that, and Bulma wants to meet her. So then Goten, or Trunks, has to get her to pretend to be his girlfriend, and he's like, "Yeah, we hold hands when her dad isn't looking." And Goten's like, "Whoa, so cool."
The thing is, Trunks is about the same age as his mother. And his mother
Yeah.
hit on him.
Like, spoilers for Dragon Ball Z. Trunks first shows up still in Dragon Ball Z because a still Cell arc.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm remembering this correctly. When he travels back in time, he is actually like the same age as Bulma.
And
And, like-
Bulma hits on him the
Yeah.
moment she sees him.
Not realizing that he's her son from the future. Yeah,
That's one of the best plots, like, points I've
that's
seen.
really amusing. Yeah, and then like later you get where they're talking about how to actually turn Goku into a Super Saiyan God. They're like, "You need 5 other Saiyans, pure of heart," and Piccolo's like, "Damn it, we can't do it." And they're all like, "What do you mean, Piccolo? You idiots aren't pure of heart." What do you mean? Well, first of all, Goku and Vegeta have wives and kids, which means they're not pure. And if Trunks has a serious girlfriend at his age, he's not pure of heart either. Hey! Just like, lol.
Even if Vegeta didn't have a wife and a kid, he would not be pure of heart.
Oh yeah, that dude's prideful and mean and arrogant.
The only one that I could think out of all of them that would still be pure of heart even after having a wife and kid would be Goku.
It's straight up Goku just because he's so oblivious
He
to
would-
everything.
He probably didn't even know, like, how his kids were made.
Yeah, he probably didn't even... Well, first of all, he didn't realize he was getting married, so he probably didn't realize he was having sex.
You probably thought it was like an exercise or something. Actually, I could see
It's
that
for your
happening.
quads and your glutes.
I could see Chi-Chi just
Telling him it's a training exercise. Go put on your weighted shirt.
go take off your weighted shirt.
You
Oh.
need to use your full power for this.
Think if he went Super Saiyan, God Super Saiyan during sex.
Ka me ah me ah.
And he ejaculates.
And that's how Goten was born.
Ooh, that would also be painful if he infused his dick with his key.
I'm a fire in my laser.
How forceful would his
And-
ejaculation be?
It probably levels planets.
Oh, jeez. Battle of the gods.
Actu-
they just
actually-
start coming at each other.
The Super Spirit Bomb was actually just a massive cum.
So he nailed Frieza with his super spirit bomb.
Oh yeah, Frieza didn't know what hit it. I can never remember if Frieza's a boy or a girl.
It's, well,
It is very ambiguous.
it's a girl.
Is it? Are we sure?
Well, the Bridged calls her Daddy's little princess.
That was the abridged.
I trust the Bridge series to be accurate.
Maybe that's why you don't know a lot about Dragon Ball.
Actually, I do know quite a bit about Dragon Ball.
Sure. Just from watching the abridged. Krillin distracted Frieza with the noise of the majestic space duck.
Um,
Quack!
Vegeta's the one that had Goten, right? Yeah, that sounds
Yeah, that's how that
correct.
worked.
Vegeta's the old guy on the island, with the turtle.
With the turtle, yeah. Vegeta's the one who trained Krillin and Goku.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, absolutely.
And
That's how that works.
Master Roshi had Trunks with Bulma.
Oh my god. Master Roshi wishes he had Trunks with Bulma.
He wishes that Bulma was not wearing any trunks.
Yeah, he does.
What are we talking about at this point?
No one even knows. But anyway, before I sign out, I want to tell you guys, we're going to be doing something interesting for the next episode, and probably the next couple episodes. We're going to be doing Ruby. Now, before you start freaking out, it wasn't made in Japan, so it's not a real anime. Blah, 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 blah. Shut up.
We're gonna watch Cory in the House. That's a real anime.
Fuck that shit.
I'm speaking to all my Filthy Frank fans out there.
Anyway, we're going to be doing Ruby, and for any of you who've seen Ruby, Ruby episodes are actually very short. They're between like 4 minutes and 13 minutes long.
Yeah.
We will be doing multiple episodes within a single episode of our podcast. But I think it'll be fun because Ruby is an anime that you can power through. Like you can watch all of Ruby as it stands right now in like 4 hours. Because tomorrow they're uploading episode 2 of season 3. For those of you who don't know, Ruby is a series done by Rooster Teeth. You might know them from probably most famously Red vs. Blue.
Yeah. And Monty Ohm is the one that created it.
Yeah.
Like he was the main writer.
Yeah. And so Ruby is really good, but it doesn't look like probably a lot of anime you've ever seen before, and it's made by an American company. Rooster Teeth is based in America, and it's done in-house by Rooster Teeth, which makes it actually really impressive that they pulled it off.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I bumped my mic, everybody. I apologize. When did the last episode of Ruby come out? Do you remember?
Last week, because
Okay.
at least I assume so. I think it's a weekly thing because I'm looking at it right now, and Crunchyroll gets season 3, episode 2 in 12 hours and 22 minutes.
When did season 2 end then? Like, when did
I
season
don't
3
know how
start?
long the hiatus was.
Yeah, because if anyone doesn't know, Monty Ohm died. He passed away in, I think it was February this year.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't remember when season 2 ended. I can't
so
actually...
I would assume it would be around then because Monty did a few of the voices. I say
Yes.
few. Monty Ohm voiced.
He did a lot of the voices.
Yeah, the majority. He was the creator, director, I'm looking on the wiki right now.
Oh, okay.
Was the creator, director, writer, animator, and voice actor of Ruby. He voiced Ren, Lee Ren.
Okay.
I'm seeing if he voiced any more. Ooh, he was also a high school dropout. Thank you, Trivia on Wiki.
Oh boy.
I think I thought he voiced a lot more than... He probably voiced, like,
He
minor
probably did all the
characters.
extras, like
Yeah.
White Fang Goons 1 and 2.
Like, yeah, probably people like that.
Yeah. So anyway, but that's what we're going to be doing. So we're going to be doing multiple episodes of Ruby within a single episode of our podcast, and we're probably just going to do Ruby all the way through because it's short, and I think it'll be fun to have us full color commentate all the way through a whole series so you can actually see more character arcing and what we're talking about, because like when we're talking about Bleach, we're talking about stuff that happens hundreds of episodes later. And so if you've never seen Bleach and you watch episode 1, some of our commentary won't make sense to you for a long time.
Like the majority of it.
I wouldn't say the majority, probably like 40% of it. But, I mean, that can be a fun dynamic because then you can watch Bleach and then listen to our podcast again and be like, Oh, that's who they're talking about. I know who the Espada are now.
That would mean they came back in the first place.
That's fair. Usually people listen to one episode of our show and then they never want to hear us ever again.
That's why some of us are, like, episodes have 13 views, but the rest have, like, 6.
Yeah. Like, viewership dropped off really quickly. But no, I think it'll be interesting to go all the way through with this one, and I think it's one you absolutely need to do. Like, we can't just do Ruby episode 1, because first of all, it's like 12 minutes long.
It's 12:20.
And, yeah, and it doesn't display much. Like, to get to any interesting stuff, we'd have to be talking about stuff that happens in Ruby Season 1, Episode 7, and Season 2.
Yeah.
Because that's when, like, stuff gets good.
But the weapons in Ruby, oh boy. That's going to be
Yeah.
a lot of our conversation will probably be on their weapons.
Yeah, so, just so you guys know, fun fact about Ruby, every weapon is also a gun.
Not every, the
Except for-
majority.
The majority, except for that loser John.
Who somehow got the really hot redhead.
Pyrrha is one of my favorite characters, and she reminds me a lot of Erza Scarlet. How is she with that loser?
Because that loser didn't know who she was and didn't
And
go
treated
all
her like a normal person. I know it. I know how the arc works, but I still don't like it.
I was just explaining just in case you didn't.
I binged all of Ruby like yesterday, and I'd seen it before that too.
I was just explaining in case you forgot.
I would be scared if my memory was that short, but no.
So
Pyrrha-
what happened to Bleach again? No, I'm kidding.
Bleach, I haven't watched in like months, so that one
I meant
can be
episode
forgiven.
1. God.
In episode 1, Ichigo gets stabbed and turned
Oh,
into
that's the
Shinigami.
one. I thought that was like episode 70.
That's episode 312, actually.
Oh, thank
Ichigo
you.
doesn't turn into a Soul Reaper until like episode 290.
It actually is also a slice of life until then.
Yep. And then it turns into a thing, and then he goes to the Soul Society.
The drama behind it is that Rukia has to hide she's a Shinigami while dating,
Yeah.
and has
so,
to kill all the hollows that get attracted to Ichigo's high spiritual pressure.
Yep. That's actually what it's about, guys. Like, you didn't know that? Come on.
Yeah, we actually watched 312.
Anyway, so I hope you guys look forward to this new thing we're doing with Ruby, and thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to smash the hell out of that like button and the subscribe button. It helps us a lot and makes me feel better about myself when I need to cry myself to sleep at night.
And you can follow us on Twitter at NostalgiaPowa.
POWAH, or just punch into your Twitter search Animaster Rikaru to hit up my Twitter. You'll get notifications. I will tweet when new episodes go up. You can see all the dumb conversations I have with other people on Twitter. It'll be a good time.
And you can follow me at Rec142, RECK 142. And you can see me tweet about how I found a DS that I haven't seen for 3 years today.
Yep. And if you do follow us on Twitter, or even if you don't and just want to tweet us on Twitter, feel free to leave comments or tweet at us things you think we could improve for the episode, because we are always looking for feedback. Unless you tell us your audio quality sucks, we know.
We just get a tweet that says change everything. And we're like, oh,
We're going to get a tweet that just says stop recording. It'll make it better. And we'll be like, thanks, a-hole.
We just get a tweet that says ... everything ...
Yup. But, like, we know the audio quality isn't stellar, but it's pretty good for what we have, and I make
It's pretty
it
good
work.
for PS. You have a PS3 headset. And
We're
I have
using our gaming headsets, and they're not even good gaming headsets.
I actually haven't used this as a gaming headset ever. But probably because I don't have
literally
any
been
friends.
a podcasting mic.
Yeah, it's been my podcasting mic.
Yeah, this is my gaming headset because what it does that I like is it filters popping and static that you receive. Like, you can probably hear this mic popping all the time,
I actually can hear it right now popping.
but I won't hear your mic popping because the speakers in this filter that stuff out. They filter out all the background noise that isn't voice. So when I'm playing games online on a console where everyone's going to have a trashy mic, I don't have to listen to their awful, awful audio quality.
And I use this as, like, I plug it into my controller and listen to the game through there. because the games I usually play are Witcher 3 and Dragon Age Inquisition, which have a lot of sex scenes, and it's not fun to listen to girls moaning with your with your TV at like full
Max
volume,
volume.
and you can hear it throughout the house.
Yeah.
I had to like mute Witcher 3 before I got a good headset that I could plug into my
Yup.
controller.
Just ask Cassandra what you can do with the Inquisitor's flail.
Ask her what you can do with your giant axe.
Remember, when you're playing Witcher 3, always ask your lover, do they prefer silver or steel?
Ooh. I prefer Drakestone because it has like a nice rough texture to it.
I like it rough because I'd rather feel pain than nothing at all.
Good quote from a song.
Nailed it. Anyway,
What song
thanks
was
for
that?
watching. That is Pain by Three Doors Down, I think.
That is correct. Go
Yep.
listen to that, everybody, because we are teens and we have a lot of angst. So
We're the angstiest teens.
I'm gonna
We're
go
not-
listen to some Fall Out Boy and My Chemical Romance now. Peace.
We're neither of those things. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time.